Hi, my name is Brian Gosher, and I am here to do my weekly video on the Detroit Lions. Um, Another totally disappointing game of just shooting themselves in the foot. And I just kind of was thinking, I'm not a superstitious person, but I've heard people say that this is just all part of the curse that Bobby Lane put on the Detroit Lions when we got rid of him after he had taken us to a couple of championships. Um, I don't believe any of that stuff, but you know what? You got to start to wonder a little bit because I remember when the Lions drafted Billy Sims, they won their first four games and they just had this cocky attitude like we have arrived. You might as well just crown us the Super Bowl champs because we are going to be there. And they just totally deflated from that point on. They even did a video, and I don't know if any of you can remember that, but it was just it's just that kind of attitude, that you think, and I see that in the Lions right now. They're young players. They're they they make a first down and they get all excited and you know point, and I just hate that. I hate that stuff. It's just stupid. That attitude is just totally disgraceful and inadequate. It demeans you and it takes you down. I did an article on a couple of very well respected football players and actually well respected athletes that ever played athletics, and that's Barry Sanders and uh, Walter Payton. I mean, those guys were just the epitome of class, athleticism. They had it all. They were very, very good at what they did. Um, I mean, if you remember Walter Payton, and I think Barry Sanders, also Walter Payton was one of his idols, and he tried to emulate him when he ran. But these guys were just incredible. Nobody could catch them. They just ran through people. But they had class. They didn't have that cocky attitude that you see permeating in a lot of players today that play football. It's this showmanship and this showboating, and they do more practicing on what kind of dance they're going to do in the end zone than rather practicing on how to get the ball into the end zone. And I think that's where the Lions are. That attitude has got to go. And until that attitude goes, they're just going to be the same team that they think they're entitled to all this stuff, and they're not. They're not there yet. They're not that good a football team. They're immature. They're not only and everybody was blaming Ndamukong Suh, but he wasn't there yesterday, and they still did. I mean, they make so many personal fouls, and now they're not only just hitting players, they're hitting referees. Pettigrew was flagged for pushing a referee. What's wrong with you, Lions? You don't do that. I mean, come on. Those are things you learn, or you should have learned when you were playing high school football. This is the pros. You've got to earn your right to do a dance in the end zone, and you're not there yet. And until you guys start growing up as people and human beings, I don't care how much athleticism you have, you're never going to be a winner. And that's my message to the Lions. Grow up. Start to become mature human beings and individuals, and put all that class dancing crap on the sideline and play football, and play with your brain. Think a little bit. It's not just running around out there, but think. Those are the greatest players in the history of sports. Are players that not only everybody says, and it's so true, 80% mental, 20% physical is the game, and you can sure see that evidence with the Lions because they are not showing any 80% mental at all. And what 20% physical is really not too much there either. I mean, Burleson, we all know everybody pushes and shoves. That's just a part of the game. We all know that. But he takes three, not one, not two, but three penalties like that. I mean, come on. The guy should be cut from the team immediately. He would not be playing for me because those are things. What good is it if you make this great play and then you get called back because you were holding or pushing off on somebody? Learn how to play the game, or else it's going to be. I don't know. That's just all I want to say. Talk to you soon. God bless. Bye bye.